The new year feels like a clean slate, a blank page, a fresh chapter. And somehow, your ex is trying to reappear in the margins. As the countdown starts, that urge to send a little Happy New Year text can feel magnetic. Suddenly, you're reflecting, reminiscing, romanticizing, and wondering if maybe, just maybe, what you lost is worth revisiting. But before you hit send, what if you're not starting a new chapter at all? You're just rereading the same one with fresh lighting. What if that clean slate is really just a mix of holiday loneliness, nostalgia, and leftover emotional attachment doing a group project on your heart? Let's pause for a second because your feelings are loud right now and your future deserves a vote too. So let's look at what the data says. Before February comes with buyer's remorse and screenshots you can't unsend. First, let's normalize something. Wanting to go back to an ex is extremely common. There's even a term for it: relationship churning. It's when couples break up, get back together, and repeat. Nearly half of young adults have gotten back with their ex at least once. So if you're feeling the pull, you're not weak, broken, or behind. You're human, babe. But here's the part nobody likes to talk about. Getting back together is common. Staying together is rare, and about half of reunions fail again. Only about 10 to 15% of divorced couples reconcile, and only about 6% actually remarry each other. And those who do, nearly a third divorce again. Translation fam, reunions happen, but long-term, healthy, happily ever after reunions after the exception are not the rule, and timing matters. Most reconciliations happen within 1 to 6 months after a breakup, when loneliness and nostalgia are doing a leg day in your emotions. The new year lands smack in that vulnerable window, when you're most likely to make decisions based on feelings instead of facts. If the odds are low, why does it feel so right? Because your brain is not neutral in this situation. It is heavily based toward the familiar. First, there's regret. Your brain hates the idea of what if? It whispers, what if I walked away too soon? What if this time is different? Not because it is different, but because uncertainty is uncomfortable. Then there's attachment. Your brain literally bonded to this person. Losing them feels like losing part of yourself. That's not poetic, it's neurological. And your brain wants that pain to stop immediately. So it reaches out for the fastest relief available. The person who used to make you feel whole. And nostalgia to that, the selective memory that highlights the vacations, laughter, while quietly deleting the disrespect, the arguments, and the tears. And suddenly your ex looks emotionally photoshopped. And finally, there's fear. Fear of being alone, fear of starting over, fear of awkward first dates, and so what do? Conversations. Your brain tells you the familiar pain is safer than the unknown future. So no, you're not crazy. You're chemically, emotionally, and psychologically nudged toward the past. That doesn't mean the past is where your future belongs. Are second chances doomed? But they only work under very specific conditions. The couples who fail get back together to stop the pain, not to fix the problem. The couples who succeed rebuild the relationship, not just resume it. Successful reunions happen when the original issue was addressed head on. Both people took responsibility, no villains, no victims. And change showed up in behavior, not speeches. Love alone doesn't heal relationships. Growth does. Accountability does. Consistency does. Apologies are words. Changed behavior? That's data. Before you text, switch from hopeful romantic to strategic CEO of your life. Here are the non-negotiables. Was there abuse? If yes, do not go back. Full stop. Was there a pattern of betrayal or disrespect? Patterns aren't mistakes, they're information. Are your core values aligned? Love can't bridge incompatible life plans. What is some evidence of changes? Question yourself. What has already changed? Not promised, proven. What has changed in you? Here's the truth test. Do I trust their character? Do I trust myself to leave again if the old behavior returns? If the answer to that last one is no, don't go back. The new year amplifies everything. Loneliness feels louder. Nostalgia feels sweeter. And hope feels more urgent. But a new calendar does not create new character. Maturity is built on ordinary Tuesdays. Integrity is revealed over months, and change shows up quietly, not at midnight with a champagne flute with a vow. If you're unsure, wait. Give it 30 days. Let the emotional fog lift. See how you feel when it's just you, your life, and a random February evening. This decision isn't about the year changing. It's about whether people change. Hope is beautiful, but it is not a strategy. Loneliness is human, but it is not a reason. The real fresh start might not be rekindling an old flame. It might be choosing yourself, choosing peace, choosing growth, choosing better. And maybe, just maybe, choosing a future that doesn't require you to unlearn a painful past. So tell me, fam, what would actually have to be different for you to consider giving your ex another chance? Drop it in the comments. Somebody else needs your wisdom tonight.